What's good with y'all boys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're about to talk about a phenomenon that I recently caught on and understood what was going on, right? So, right now, out of the past 6 to 8 years, I'll say, I have not been as locked in on BodyGame as I have been right now. And as a result, things that happened when I used to be on BodyGame a lot less locked in has started to happen more frequently. And one of those phenomenons I'm about to explain to you, right? So in the past, this would happen, but it didn't happen as often as it is now to where I could actually connect the dots and figure out what the hell's going on. So at the side hustle that I'm at right now, right? This has happened to like up to 2 or 3 times in a day. So I'll be chopping it up with a shorty, right? I'll be chopping it up with a shorty, and we'll be having some good conversation. She a kiki ha ha and whatever. And then out of nowhere, another female will come, crash the conversation, and say some out of pocket or some wild shit to the girl that I'm talking to. And then it's like the conversation gets hijacked to the point where me and the other girl that's talking never continue the conversation that we was just having, right? The other shorty just coming out of nowhere, throw the shit off the train tracks, and dead that. So the first time it happened, I was just kind of standing there and just listening to like what they were saying, and then obviously I read the room and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just leave the situation here and go back to whatever I was doing. So I did that, and then it happened with another shorty, chopping it up with another shorty, and then the girl from the last conversation I was having, not the one that hijacked the shit, the one I was having the conversation with, came out of nowhere, said some wild off the wall shit to the chick that I'm chopping it up with, hijacked that conversation. Boom, session is over. It happened again. I just slowly made myself unavailable. Went back and started doing something else. The third time it happened, this shit happened 3 times in one day, bro. The third time it happened, I was like, yo, this is exactly what's going on, right? When you're on BodyGame, you're literally going to see females try to cop block each other when they're trying to get at you, right? I didn't realize that what was going on. I thought they were just having friendly banter. But as I thought more about the situation and I looked over it, I was like, yo, hold up. I'm talking to this chick, and a chick that she's known longer than me comes out of nowhere and just crashes the conversation and forces her to divert her attention away from what we're doing and what we got going on to pay attention to her. And then she comes and does the same thing to another chick while I'm talking to that shorty. So what y'all need to understand, first of all, is that females understand each other like how they say men don't understand women. Women understand women and they hate each other, right? Some of it is covert. Some of it is overt. Some of it may be disguised as playing around. They're not playing around, bro. They mean their shit, right? So when this happened, I sat back and I was like, wait a minute. None of y'all was doing this when I was aura farming, right? When I was aura farming, if I was saying anything at all to any female, all the other females was quiet as hell. Not saying a word, but listening keen as hell to the conversation, right? They would start doing busy work. Doing shit that didn't really matter, but acting like they're busy just so that they can be in the vicinity of the conversation to hear what's going on. After that event that I talked about transpired, the one where I had to make physical contact with 2 of them on some inside joke shit. After word got around that that went down, all of a sudden, all the females started getting hella friendly. Hella friendly. It's like a switch flipped. All of them started getting friendly as hell. Seeing me every day talking about some, hey, dude, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, all that shit. I already know they be yapping in there, right? That's why I said if you at the side hustle and you trying to hop down on a shorty, make sure it's a side hustle that you don't really need, because once you do something, word gonna spread like wildfire. But when that happened, they kept hijacking the conversations, and I realized that they're actively all trying to sabotage each other because for whatever reason, they're trying to get at me. They want to be the first to get at a nigga, right? And of course, I'm gonna use that to my advantage. But I just had to realize, like, when I wasn't on BodyGame as hard as I am now, chicks would do this, but it would be every here and there, right? Like, they wasn't trying to break down each other's conversations to this point to try to sabotage another. It's actually funny when I look at it, because I'm like, none of y'all being direct. None of y'all coming forward and being like, yo, not even the stalker is being direct. None of them is coming forward and be like, yo, we trying to lock in. They just sabotaging each other. Right? One of the chicks asked me for a favor a couple weeks ago. And then out of nowhere, another chick came up and was like, oh yeah, this is the real her. That's the real her. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you come as she's asking me for a favor and start saying that's the real her? Now, obviously, I knew that most of the chicks in there was putting on a front when I first got there. Like, they was putting on a front down their best fucking behavior, because I talked to some of the other dudes that's there, and they're like, yeah, the bitches in here be making each other cry. They be arguing, doing all types of shit, blah, 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 this and that. I ain't seen not one of that instance occur yet since I've been there. I almost thought bro was lying, because I didn't see nobody crying, nobody arguing, everybody on their best behavior. Shorty coming up talking about something. Oh, yeah, that's the real her. Like you trying to blow her cover or some shit. Like, it's crazy. When you're on BodyGame, you're going to see chicks break their back to stop you from breaking another chick's back. It's childish, actually, really, if you ask me. But that's what happens when you're on BodyGame, right? The dudes that aren't on BodyGame that have never experienced will say that I'm lying. And, of course, they will continue to cope and seethe in the comments like they have been doing on the past couple of videos. It is what it is, bro. You can hop on BodyGame and experience the shit if you want, or you can stay fat and hate with no profile picture, right? That's it for the video, gang. Just a little observation I had. I'm out of here. Peace.